COP26 is the massive international climate conference that's coming to Glasgow. So of all the cities in the world, 197 nations are coming to Glasgow to collectively negotiate on aspects of climate policy. What they're negotiating on will have consequences for ourselves and for people across the world down the line. So when something like this comes on to your city, there is a responsibility to act to try and stop and avert the worst of the climate crisis. So us at Glasgow Calls Out Polluters, we're just one group who are working on one specific issue, which is kicking polluters out of COP26. We are working hard to make sure that the UK government, as host nation, take a strong stance against the presence of big polluters like BP and Shell. We've already met Alok Sharma, COP26 president, although you might not be too surprised to hear that his take on the role of big polluters is not very great. But beyond that, there's the COP26 coalition. There are groups like Extinction Rebellion. There are other groups as well, like Climate Camp Scotland, who are organising a climate camp against Exxon and Shell in August. And yeah, there's so many to mention. And plenty of great opportunities for people to get involved. So if you look at the kind of cause of the climate crisis, it is by and large kind of vested power interests that kind of dominate the political sphere. So when it comes to the climate crisis, it's people like BP, Shell, ExxonMobil and governments who have been unafraid to take action to regulate these kind of actors. So we are here as well in Mary Hill on the site for where Still Game for the Valley are occupying a bit of land that the City Council are just selling out to like private developers, or trying to sell it to private developers. It very much is like the same sort of dynamics at play. Whether it's a health crisis, whether it's the global inequality, whether it's the climate crisis, the same root causes are all there. What makes me hopeful? People like this, and spaces like this, and organising that's happening across the world. Wherever you are, there's always organising and always great people doing things. That is where I derive most of my hope from.